Jim Harbaugh, head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers, has made headlines with his interest in bringing former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick back to the NFL. Not as a player, but in a coaching capacity. This development marks a potential new chapter for Kaepernick, who has been out of the league for 7 years but has remained a polarizing and influential figure in both sports and social justice movements. Harbaugh and Kaepernick share a rich history. The pair first worked together when Harbaugh was the head coach of the 49ers, a tenure that saw Kaepernick rise to prominence. Under Harbaugh's guidance, Kaepernick led the 49ers to the Super Bowl in the 2012 season and took them back to the NFC Championship Game the following year. Kaepernick's unique blend of athleticism and football intelligence made him a key player in Harbaugh's offense, and their collaboration was one of the most successful periods in recent 49ers history. However, Kaepernick's NFL career came to a halt after he became a central figure in a nationwide movement against racial injustice. During the 2016 season, Kaepernick began kneeling during the national anthem to protest police brutality and racial inequality, a decision that sparked both widespread support and intense backlash. After that season, Kaepernick opted out of his contract with the 49ers, and despite his talents, no other NFL team signed him. His absence from the league has been widely debated, with many believing he was blackballed for his activism. Despite this, Kaepernick has never given up on his dream of returning to the NFL as a player. At 36, he remains in excellent physical condition and has continued to train rigorously. In various interviews, including a recent one with Sky Sports during the Paris Olympics, Kaepernick reiterated his desire to return to the field. "We're still training, still pushing," he said. "So hopefully we just gotta get one of these team owners to open up." Kaepernick is determined to prove that he can still compete at the highest level. He noted that he is younger than some of the league's current starting quarterbacks, such as the New York Jets' Aaron Rodgers and the Los Angeles Rams' Matthew Stafford, and the same age as others like Kirk Cousins of the Atlanta Falcons and Russell Wilson of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yet, unlike these players, Kaepernick has been out of the game for a significant period, which complicates his chances of making a comeback as a quarterback. While Kaepernick's focus is on playing again, Jim Harbaugh has offered him another way to return to the NFL. According to a report by USA Today, Harbaugh reached out to Kaepernick earlier this year to discuss the possibility of joining the Chargers coaching staff. The conversation happened in January, but Kaepernick was out of the country at the time and has not yet followed up. Harbaugh described their exchange. "Yeah, we talked a little bit about it. He's considering it. He was out of the country. He said he was going to get back to me. We haven't reconnected since then. That was early in the year." For Kaepernick, coaching could be an opportunity to re-enter the NFL and share his knowledge and experience with the next generation of players. Given his background as a dual-threat quarterback who thrived in high-pressure situations, his insights could be invaluable to a team like the Chargers, who have a young star and quarterback Justin Herbert. Despite this offer, Kaepernick's heart appears to remain on the field rather than on the sidelines. Last season, he even wrote a letter to the New York Jets offering to join their practice squad as a backup, following Aaron Rodgers' season-ending Achilles injury. The Jets, however, passed on the opportunity, leaving Kaepernick still searching for a way back into the league. The idea of Kaepernick becoming a coach under Harbaugh is intriguing, particularly given their past success together. It could also serve as a platform for Kaepernick to continue his influence within the NFL, albeit in a different role. Whether he chooses to take this path remains to be seen, as Kaepernick's primary ambition is still to play in the NFL again. In the meantime, Kaepernick continues to explore other avenues to stay connected to the sport. During his interview with Sky Sports, he even hinted at the possibility of representing the United States in flag football when the sport makes its Olympic debut at the 2028 Los Angeles Games. "Hopefully we'll be out there," Kaepernick said. "We're gonna work on some things, see if we can make it in there, but we'd love to be out there." As Kaepernick weighs his options, his story remains a compelling narrative in the world of sports. Whether he returns to the NFL as a coach under Jim Harbaugh or continues to push for a spot as a player, his impact on the league and the broader cultural landscape is undeniable. The potential reunion of Kaepernick and Harbaugh, even in a coaching capacity, would certainly be one of the most talked about developments in the NFL.